Sziasztok! Folytassuk a Witchert. Hát... Na. Menjünk Keirához, ahogy ígértem. Közben én gyűjtögettem. Hát egy pár kérdőjelet megcsinálgattam. Nem is tudom, hogy merre. Ja, itt lent. Itten ezeket. Itt végig. Ide nem jutottam el egyedül, de itten lent végig voltam. Majd a többi kérdőjelet megint lehet vagy videóból, vagy videó kívül. Nem tudom kinek hogy jön be, még azt fogja mondani, hogy húzom vele az időt. Igen, felszerelés. Nek van. Vehetem acélkardot, másat, nagyobb a sebzése. Még van itt egy pár, azok valamivel gyengébb, egyedül ez a törfejsze erősebb, de nincs meg hozzá még a szint. Többi se rossz amúgy, nem akartam eladni, gondoltam majd elteszem, hogyha arra fogunk járni a ládába. Ezüstkardunk is van 210-es sebzése, ami szerintem elég jó, beleraktam még a rúnaköveket mindenbe, úgyhogy mehetünk tovább.
Go, go.
Used to be wagons showed on market days.
Milyen zöld fény van itt?
The rats, why did he need them?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison.
Keira, what are you doing?
Geralt. You gave me quite a start.
But now the mage says bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Hát te hittál, nem?
Any news of your sisters from the lodge?
None. We can't know too much about one another these days. It's safer that way.
Even tried to contact one another?
I've wanted to many times. But I've no way of knowing who would answer, or who might be listening.
So, bet you saw this question coming.
De azért már kikérdezzük, hogy mi van.
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scenery? Or is it furthering the age-old alliance between the city and its breadbasket? No. I'm in hiding, Geralt. Blind to the state of the world? Don't you see what's happening?
Mean the persecution mages now face?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Radovid's new pastime. Pursuing anyone with a whiff of magic about them. Witch hunters. Sound familiar? Murderers scouring the north from end to end. Burning books, hanging soothsayers, torturing herbalists.
Picked a strange place to hide.
I didn't pick anything. In the north, Radovid's men hunt sorceresses like fish in a
Emperor does keep mages on a short leash, but he lets...
Radovid and Emma differ in every respect except one. They share a deep hatred of the Lodge of Sorceresses. And I...
Changing this... Why do you want the lamp?
You just witnessed why. To communicate with lost souls.
Didn't know you were interested in that kind of magic.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Why'd the elf promise you the lamp?
We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common wart charmer. I brewed him a potion. To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave off memory loss, or some such.
Who'd he want to use it on?
He didn't say.
Bet the old witch who lived here left you a bunch of interesting sundries.
She did indeed. I gather you
I'm
like
really
a
sick.
look.
Very much so.
Baszás jön a bombára, amikor hiányzik hozzá minden. Mondjuk ez nem lenne rossz. Jó drága.
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The cursed isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
Why are you so intent on this?
I'm not, the local peasantry is. The Isle, miss, you've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch. There's no end to it.
Uh-huh. See, I thought you didn't care for the locals. The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
What others think, your image, that's all you care about.
The point is, listen, I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some boar with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
So the peasants who went to the island for food, this lord had them murdered?
The villagers say he had them poisoned.
A real gentleman.
Well, I never met him. But he certainly didn't seem such a cruel man, judging by what a mage from the Isle told me.
A mage lived on the island? Did you know him? Where is he now?
We were friends. Sadly, he died that day as well. Very few survived. Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did not seem to have been poisoned.
All right, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Fyke Isle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Fyke Isle once. Thought my head would burst.
Nice of you to say.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use. Provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you. It might not be the most pleasant.
Na meglássuk, mire lesz jó ez a csodalámpa.
Tell you all about it later. Maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
Az igen.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
So where'd you get?
Found it in the mine along with the... Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't really...
Think it belonged to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
Na menjünk akkor a szigetre.
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Fyke Isle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And... Geralt. Thank you.
Igen, nyomjam meg a gombot. Milyen jó van, hogy nekem arra van rátéve a mikrofon. Nem épp a legközelebb van. Nekem erre gomb, legérkezőbbség gombjára át a mikrofon, nem megy egyfolytába. Hát a legközelebb gyors utazási pont, úgy látom ez. Itt fészek van és nem nagyon van hozzá bombánk. De jó, hogyha beestél a vízbe. Ó, várjunk csak, nem jó küldetés mutat. Picsába. Bolond. Ezt most baszott ki velem. Hogy szakadjon meg. Azért volt nekem gyanús, hogy hova visz. Gondoltam, hogy arra a szigetre kell menni. Más pontot vissza tudjak menni. Ha már itt vagyok, mindegy. Na, menj innen!
How you like that silver?
Ha úgy látta, hogy ez az erős karcs nagyon sebzi. Inkább hagyjuk neki békét. Kurva ló, nem hogy átszaladna. Megnézem, de szerintem nincs nálam.
Needs to be destroyed.
Sosincs nála bomba, nem tudom mi van. Hogy van már megint tele? Kurvák fasza. Mindegy, ha már itt vagyok, keresek gyors utazási pontot. Árus.
Greetings.
Wouldn't. Farewell.
Akkor hajóval is lehet ezt gyors utazni.
Geralt, can you hear me? How goes it? Where are you?
Almost there.
Splendid. I shall contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My feminine intuition!
Wonderful.
Geralt? Are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
What? Can't hear. Forgive this magic.
Okay. There's some interference. You must be very careful.
Na, ezt elég jól intéztem egy csapásból. Egy kis goholvér.
fresh corpse. Must have come here a while after the nobleman's death.
Mi ez a sok lény? Hogy mi ez? Na, a gyors utazás legalább van itt is már.
Let's try Kira's lamp.
They're onto us! They're not letting Graham in!
Quiet, fool. Babylon and the noble himself will hear you.
Nah, he sat his arse on silk pillows, likely be gobbling meat. We've no notion he's coming to tear him to shreds.
Waist clear, lads! Adam!
Használni. Na meg lámpának se rossz. Patkány!
Place is full of rats, as many dead as alive. Think they're feeding on...
Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely.
Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split out. Where's that noble? Where's that noble?
Blood. Many must have died here.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let him out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave him there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing him's not...
Szóval onnan van a sok patkány. Kiengedték őket.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let him out.
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
dead any good now, will it? Strange you're still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who are you?
Na, ez érdekes volt. Kesztyűcsere.
You? Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
Csak a titkos ajtó.
Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too. Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
Don't be afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Mage's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave. Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
What happened then?
Fear. Terrible fear. I feared the men who approached, but I also feared the potion, drinking it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned? That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats. Everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I couldn't move.
Baszki, szóval megették a
Sleeping potion.
patkányok.
Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands.
Jó,
I
basszony.
felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach. They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folks should not venture here. I too wish to leave.
The dead man. Looked like a monster had attacked him, recently. The tower home to anything else?
How am I to know? There's not...
Not talking about ghosts. A monster who hunts here.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
Can you talk to the island's other...
No, I'm alone here. You do not.
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different. How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the isle. Your beloved.
No, a poor fisherman. My father. I miss him so. Each night I walk...
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did I?
I don't think so.
I don't...
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, my medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell.
Jó legyen.
I'll talk to Graham.
Megkeressük Grahamet.
He lives in the village on the lakeshore, yet... What if he's forgotten me?
If he loved you, he'll remember.
He said he would always love me.
Még volt ott.
Kept in there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
Na gyors utazva ide megyünk. Megkeressük Grahamet.
Why you been following me?
Just wondering what you want from him. From Graham.
Me? Didn't want nothing. It's his mother be worried about him. Been locked in his hut since he came back from the Isle. Talks to no soul. Love's misery curdled his brains, I reckon.
Rögtön jövök.
Be as cocky once the Baron's men whip your arse.
Na kopogjunk.
You deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me since I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it, for Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. 'Twas then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember. I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
But that means... is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to her ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
You mean... she was alive the whole time? But... can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? If I had stayed behind to bury her, I didn't notice she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count. Annabelle needs you. Her soul will only find peace if you help her.
But what can I do? It's too late.
Bury her bones. Annabelle should be laid to rest by one who loved her. It's the only way to lift the curse that holds Fyke Isle.
There's her bones.
Yes.
Give them here. And leave me be.
Egy oltárt emelt neki.
A girl and plated flowers. Looks like a small shrine. Pesta, and now she's free.
Baszki, megölte a csávót. Na, ennyit erről. Majd a gyors utaznunk közelebb lesz. Gyerekeszeg.
Giddy up.
Just when I was starting to miss you.
Na, ne mondjad.
Tell me more about this mage from the Isle. Were you two close?
Never expected you'd take such an interest in my private life.
More interested to know if you bonded as fellow magic practitioners.
Oh, we had little in common in that arena. Oh, Alexander was one of those anxious experimenters, forever short on sleep. The kind that thinks perfect happiness is an isolated tower and a full set of vials and alembics.
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
And you withheld this news until now? Why? I gave you a Xenovox. But the curse, what was its source?
The dark spell clung to the spirit of Annabelle, the Lord's daughter. To free her and the Isle, Graham, her beloved, had to help me.
So it ended well.
I lifted the curse, so the island's clear. Annabelle's soul is free. Thing is, turned out she's a Pesta. Graham's dead.
And you failed to notice? You're losing your touch. Be that as it may, Fyke Isle is free of its curse. That's important. I'm almost inclined to say good work.
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly regarded epidemiologist. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he guarded them jealously.
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed. I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
Mit akarsz már
I
megint?
put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
Why not? If he was coming here from Novigrad, he must have passed through Blackbow. I'll check the area.
Thank you. I shall be ever so grateful.
Move it! I
task a
Ez a
service of
jövendő
the
mondó.
Witcher, the Pelennist.
Mondó.
A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil, the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls
Úgyhogy
to
a kecske is
unearth,
csávó, no.
damned souls too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
Why hold the ritual at all?
At times men die choking with regret. At times death takes them before they've tasted any bitterness in life. These poor souls, unfulfilled, cannot leave this vale of tears. Their spirits wander midst the living, must be judged, sent on their way. This we do on Forefathers' Eve.
What'll I get out of it?
Witches do naught for free, this the Pella knows. Not to fear, how to reward one.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse, the Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle. There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight.
Szóval megyünk vissza a szigetre. Csak megint nem azt jelzi. Na, meg megnézzük Keirának is, hogy hol van a futárja.
Damn, you're ugly.
Wide, heavy wheels. Merchant's wagon. Grounders on the line. My favorites. Veered off the road at high speed. Doesn't bode well.
Ott a kereki, úgyhogy már nem juthatott messzire.
Yeah, merchant traveling across Velen alone. No way that was gonna end well. Leftovers, cuts of meat, cataplepis. Wonder what spell requires that. Package still intact. Don't sense anything magic, though. Wonder how Keira will explain this one. Human. From an artery. Can't be far. Wouldn't have made it. Hid and waited for help. It never came. That's Velen for you.
Na jó. Mielőtt visszaadnánk, megyünk a szigetre.
be back.
What comes?
Greetings.
Just in time. Good folk, behold the one who will protect us. You needn't fear. Soon shall we summon the wandering souls. Beyond all help some will be. From these you must protect us. Evil creatures keep at bay. Keep at bay till the ritual's done.
Begin.
Keep us from harm, and let them not disturb the circle.
És megnőtt keszeg is.
What is this life? Well, you know.
Fleeting torment, ere we know.
What comes next once life subsides?
Man his own fate decides.
Soon will rise thy dead, thy buried.
Korrén néz ki akart, hogy az írás rajta zöld.
Will ye grant these souls reprieve? Let's begin Forefathers' Eve. Ye who wander on the gale, ever caught in this world's thrall, see this sign, gentle pale. Ye we That's right. Hark! A sound I hear. 'Tis right. A spirit breaks the still of night.
Burn the incense ever higher. Spirit, join us round the fire.
Spirit, speak. This time is yours. Tell us of your ghostly woes.
Keszektől nem látni semmit.
Who are you?
He knows.
Should I drive him away?
Nay.
I've come for you, patricide.
Apa gyilkos.
Begone, foul force! I cast upon you the light of the eternal
Tik
fire.
hiányoztatok ide.
Abomination! Stop this at once!
The errant souls. We must help them.
Silence! I'll not tolerate necromancy.
Help me.
Leave now. You're disrupting the ritual.
This is black magic. These folk disturb the dead. We cannot allow it. We will
Biztos vagy benne?
You don't know a thing about their customs.
take him and disperse the others.
Good folk, leave not these grounds. Ye cannot break the circle. Tis an ill turn. Ill. Woe away. Blood has stained the hallowed ground. Yet we cannot stop what has begun.
The bloodshed, it do any harm?
Tainted lies the circle now. They who thirst for the gore of men shall come. God's willing, they will be few, and the Peller shall finish the rite.
If you want to continue, I'm ready.
Good folk, we must the eve complete. Prepare yourselves. Ye we summon, ye we call. Enter souls, we'll judge ye all.
All is quiet, all is gloom.
Something whispers, something peeps. Someone near our fire creeps.
All is quiet, all is gloom. In the darkness loom.
This sacred ground is with blood stained. We cannot the ritual complete. People, save yourselves. If your lives you value, run. Alas, all is lost.
Gotta be a peasant who told the witch hunters about the ritual. That spirit they drove away. Your father's ghost, right? Threatened to come back. Likely to keep his word.
Old man Ambros, the Pella fears not.
That wraith called you a patricide. He get it right?
Aye.
If I'm gonna help you, I gotta know everything. Why'd you kill
Na,
your
ez kurva
father?
jó
The
kérdés.
Pella does not wish to speak of this.
You can't hope to manage this alone. You're afraid, that's clear. Wraith will hold... Listen, I'll send him off. I've got to. But I need to know where he's buried. Corpse probably hasn't turned to dust.
Ambros lies in the swamp.
Fine. I'll find his body, see what I can do. It's clearing up.
Na szóval. Van ott is gyors utazás. Hála a jó égnek. Meg kell nézni, van ezen a pici szigeten. Gondolom azzal lesz ott szembe. Hát nincs olyan közel. Eluszkáljunk, hanem gond. No, nézzük mi lesz itt. Ja, összart se ér, gondolom. Azt mondja, hogy a láda innen fentről is látszik. Van itt még valami, vagy ennyi volt? Geci. Számán genyó. A mászköcsö buzerán, Istenem! Ezért fogjuk meghalni, mert a buzerán nem akkor úszik felfele. Van még ott egy pár láda. Még egy volt pedig, de nem látom. Innen fentről. Ott is van valami. Meg egy piros Witcher jel.
Might want to look around some.
Na, elég sok minden volt itt. Na jó. Mi van a közelebb? Hát szinte semmi. A kérdés, itt ki lehet jönni. Menjünk vissza a szigetre? Vagy ez közelebb van? Picsába. És elutaznunk a mocsárhoz gyors utazással.
Giddy up. Move it.
Jó, hogy
kept
pont itt
Amber's
volt.
body in good shape. Even where the Peller smashed his head in. Gotta incinerate it. That ought to get the Spectre to leave. Leave the world of the living. Never return again.
Na vissza gyorsan a sámánhoz.
Come on, Roach.
Buy in.
Show me what you...
Azért nincs nekem ezüstöm, mert azt meg eladtam volna. Ha jól rémlik.
White wolf, wise wolf.
Found your father's body. Had to burn it.
Good you did. Return for me ye would.
What's your story? You actually killed...
It was an evil man. The Peller feared him once, but then grew brave. What his father did to his mother, the Peller... So he split the father's head with an axe. Left him in the swamp.
Ghost's not likely to come back.
And if herbs or remedies you ever need, for near nothing you will have them from me.
starting to...
Got those, substance...
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns. But first, I'll...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine? Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerrikanian spices. Not a speck of magic. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you. But you must wait a bit.
Color me intrigued.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Na jó, menjünk kifele akkor.
You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
Na azt mondja, már majdnem kész a patkány. A fehér patkány.
If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just get drunk.
Note that I said almost. Now don't interrupt. Became then capable.
Az igen, hey.
Third mouse. What happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more than I need, just in case.
So where did... Keira, can I explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm. True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole. Left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale. I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night. I don't need a fairy godmother, I'll cast the spells myself. But I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only decent candidate in all Velen. So,
Vacsorával? Na jó, na, benne legyünk.
And dinner?
De azért kipróbáljuk a kettes választ.
Witcher, not a gigolo.
Don't flatter yourself. I don't want to shag you in the bushes, but to share a pleasant evening. But if no, then no.
Nincs oké.
Oh, all right. I'll do it.
I feel honored, truly. Before we go, there's one more thing.
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous. Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, won't hurt a bit. And at dawn, everything will return to normal.
Na jó.
Why not? Might as well go all out.
Then hold on tight. Gavella Glan. So, what do you think? Neckline too modest?
It's just right.
Oh, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Oh well, any port in a storm. Well, off we go. Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes.
Faster.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah!
Whoa, Cinderella. We'll have a great fall.
As fast as you can. Try to catch me.
Giddy up.
Ez így nem lesz jó. Ne hagyjuk elmenni. Elfárad a ló. Basszus.
Congratulations. You'd make an excellent jockey.
If only I were a foot shorter and 5 stone lighter.
Well, yes. But then I'd not have invited you here. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
Beef and cinnamon and cloves, roasted capon with shallots. It was worth the trouble.
Shall I pour the white or the...
Dry red, but let it breathe a little first.
Well, well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Na ez a milyen
Just suck
borszak
the marrow out of
érted.
drown our bones and wash it down with puddle water.
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
All right, I'm curious. We celebrating something?
Yes, a return to the living. But that's not what I wish to discuss. Thank you once again, Geralt, for your help with the tower. You were fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? What happened on that island? Why, I shiver at the thought. And the laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
Why are you even interested?
Because I grasped the importance of the studies conducted there. In the wrong hands, the findings could do immense harm. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach. I simply shouldn't have, not during our romantic dinner.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends, with benefits. So...
Hát, nem is tudom. Ugye ő Jenniferrel van. Várja, a jó Isten, úgy sincs ott.
Your fairy tale, your rules.
Really? Then close your eyes and count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's enough. Keira, wanna play hide and seek? Why not?
Szóval elbújt.
Good. Won't have to fumble with fasteners. Now where's that Cinderella gone to?
Found me. Congratulations.
Do I get a prize?
I have nothing on me. But I'll think of something.
Az elég még nem volt rajtam, mert tortom, most már van.
Know what they call that constellation in Zerrikania?
Dragon something, I bet.
No, it has a different name. But indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfain Nave.
Na, ennyi, elaludt.
Keira, where? Put me to sleep with a spell. Means she's up to something. Fyke Isle, the tower.
Majd csak még gyorsan azt a tornyot. Geráld a cipőt hol van?
A light. Top floor of the tower.
Mi csak van nála valami írott.
So, found what you were looking for?
Yes, thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Sleep well?
What do you want with those papers?
Why, I aim to use them to continue important work that a man's tragic death put on hold. Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication, perhaps a cure, or at least a vaccine.
Mm-hmm. Strictly humanitarian
Persze,
motivations,
mi
is that it?
básból, nem?
No, strictly selfish ones. The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance. Why, he might even consider forgetting my past associations with the Lodge.
Radovid doesn't forget, and Radovid doesn't forgive, especially when it comes to sorceresses.
He'll make an exception for me. He'll have to. I have something he wants.
Please, you don't believe that.
Well, you believe Yennefer will stop treating you like a dog someday. Don't see me laughing. I'm going to see Radovid, tell him of this research, whether you like it or not.
This is suicide, Keira. You'll wind up tied to a stake, burned to bolster the morals of the masses while entertaining them.
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Keira Metz, advisor to Foltest, a member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. Not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand? I don't have a choice. I will have to parley.
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
You believe I'd be safe there?
Long as you don't piss Lambert off, yes. Emir, Radovid, neither will be able to reach you. Find little in the way of luxury there, but we do have clean sheets.
It's a long way, well beyond the dividing line. But if I keep to the woods until I reach the Kestrel Mountains, I should pass through unnoticed. So be it. Seems I find it hard to refuse you, handsome. You've clearly a notion of what women want, how they think.
Nem tudom, kérjük el tőle, elosztott a kercset, hogy ne.
So, see you at Kaer Morhen? Bed's free of bedbugs, mostly.
I long to be there already. See you, Geralt.
Hát remélem nem fog semmit kitenni abból a tekercsekkel. Na nézd, mi van itt. A kincsvadászat Mindaugrádban van, 2 Kaermorhen, vagyis ahol a Witcherek laknak. Witcher megbízás. Witcher megbízások vannak még itt, de... Ez a lápi dolog van itt a legközelebbi szintű. Mocsárba.
Hey-ya! Witcher, greetings.
I want my coin. Where is it?
There, take it. Twice the sum, as agreed. I keep my word.
Sure, second time around. Never mind. Thank you and farewell.
Na, ez is megvan.